So yeah, guys, I was speaking previously about love languages. Yeah, I encourage you, if you've not done it yet, do the test and let me know what you thought, what yours was and what you think about it, and let's get to dialogue. Yeah, so today I'm going to speak to you guys about being self-aware of what actually hinders us from loving our unhealthy behaviors that stops us from loving people the way we ought to love them, or receiving the love that we are meant to receive. Because sometimes we even reject love. We reject people loving on us because see, some of us, like I've never really experienced this thing before because of circumstances, either the way we grew up, the way all those sort of things. So yeah, so today I'll be speaking to you guys about love styles. So these guys called Millen and Kay, they've written a book about love styles, and they also talk about 5 principles. But their principles is to make us more self-aware of the issues that cause us to behave the way we do, and why we reject love, or why we don't even voice our love, or why we don't love, basically why we don't love in a healthy way. So this is to bring us into self-awareness, right? So they also came up with 5 principles of love styles, which is pleaser, avoider, facilitator, victim, and controller. So these are 5 different attributes that we carry, characteristics that we may carry, and which is unhealthy for us and just the people around us. So what is it about the pleaser that is so bad? The pleaser is down. I'm down for anything. I'll do anything for you. So far as you are happy. So the pleaser doesn't really think about how they feel. A pleaser will inconvenient themselves to convenience somebody else because you just want to please. And you may be thinking, oh, what's so bad about that if I want to do that for even my mom, my husband, my wife, whatever. Like, it could be a self-esteem issue. Like, you don't even think anything of yourself, so you just give just to please. And it's like, being a pleaser is not a good thing. It's not necessarily a good thing. But how does this become a healthy behavior? I think pleasers just simply have to learn to say no. I think that I would go with that. I think pleasers need to learn and know when to say yes and when to say no. So I think that would be it for the pleaser. Then you have the avoiders. So an avoider is somebody who would do anything to avoid any anything. They will just avoid the situation, avoid speaking about anything that gets them talking. So we're talking about love, so anything that gets them to get deep into their emotions, into their soul. Like, an avoider would do anything to not talk about that topic, because avoiders, sometimes it could be a fear issue, whereas like, you are like, I'm literally scared of how this is going to come out, so I'd rather not talk about it. I'd rather avoid the situation. I'd rather avoid confrontations because I don't know how to do them. Instead of just facing their fears, avoiders would rather, not talk about it. Then you have facilitators. So I think I've got the word right. If I haven't, forgive me. A facilitator longs for relationships, they just long for relationships, but due to previous things such as either rejection or people breaking their trust, they're not too sure about doing it no more. So a facilitator is like, oh, come, we can do a relationship, or we can be close, but no, I'm not sure. Like, I'm not sure, because their trust has been broken, because they've been through things that's just ruined the way they love. Don't stop trusting because of your experiences. I think don't stop being a healthy person, the healthier person you're created to be, or don't stop being the person you're created to be just because of experiencing somebody else's unhealthy behavior. Don't let that affect your principles or your healthiness, if that makes sense. Don't let the darkness dim your light. The victim, let me talk about the victim. So the victim's role, like, they are powerless. Like, the victim role is like, they're powerless. They don't say anything because, hey, nah, I don't think my voice want to be heard. Like, I'm not even sure if I have needs. I'll just go with the flow. Like, just to hold everything together, I'll just go with the flow. A victim will not voice out their opinion just to keep peace. A victim thinks being quiet means keeping peace, but it's like, no, you have a voice. You were created with a voice. And if you're in a friendship group that you don't feel like you are safe to have that, then hey, I'll question that. Are these people even down for me? If people don't encourage me to voice out my opinion, or they don't bring out what's in me, then hey, I'll start to evaluate those kind of friendships. Then you have the controllers. Controller. Then you have the controllers. Yeah. If a controller could, they'll manage how everyone feels, like emotionally in the room, because controllers can't deal with emotions. So because they can't deal with their own emotional stuff, they'll rather try and manage everyone else. Like, I don't want you crying next to me because I don't know how to deal with that. Like, don't cry. Like, controllers are more of the it's not that deep kind of evil. Like, controllers are very quick to belittle how someone feels. Like, no, it's not that deep. Get over it. Snap out of it. Because of also what they've been through. So yeah, these are the 5 love styles. If you want to know more about it, I'll encourage you, get to Millen and Kay. Just grab the book. The book is called How We Love, Millen and Kay. Yeah, so if you want to learn more about it, dive into that. And you could have more than one. I remember mine was, I say was because it's an unhealthy thing. You know, I got to walking through it with the Lord, and I became more self-aware, so I started to walk through that with the people around me, with God and all of that stuff. So mine, I used to be a pleaser and a facilitator. So I used to, I would do anything. I would inconvenience myself to convenient people. I wouldn't know how to say no. And sometimes, I'm not even saying I'm totally, completely, hey, I've got this all figured out and I've got it all together. Sometimes I see myself going back to that, but we need to learn to be patient with ourselves. So even when we gain wisdom, don't be too hard on yourself. There is grace. Yeah? Don't be hard on yourself, man. Even if you become self-aware. Self-awareness is not to show you how bad you've been, but it's to show you, hey, this is the freedom you have for yourself. This is what you can have. So don't feel bad about that. And I also used to be a facilitator because I dealt with issues like rejection, fear, and things like that. And yeah, having people mess up with trust. So I realized I had trust issues that I remember having to speak to God about. Like, hey, Lord, God, I don't even trust you. For me, everything I do is like, if I don't do that with my core people, then I start to question myself, do I actually do that with God? You know what I mean? If I say, I don't really do quality time, I really do quality time with God. Hey, already starting to open up things here, right? So yeah, this is a whole section on just love. So what I'll be doing also is a Q&A. So if you guys send me your questions through either the comments below, or I'll put my email down in the description, so you guys can just send me an email of any questions you may have, and I'll use a whole session like this, just answering some of the questions you guys throw to me, or whatever, and we can get to talking with family, guys. Let's create a healthy love environment. So yeah, that's it for love styles, love languages, loving each other. So yeah, I hope you enjoy it.
Stop me. Stop me. Stop me.